Hello everybody, Patrick Glenn Nichols, Muscle Car Bar and Finds, and I'm up here today inspecting another 1970 Chevelle LS6 for my possible endorsement. I will be endorsing this car. It is a 1970 Chevelle LS6 M22 331 posi traction car from the Atlanta, Georgia assembly plant. It is now coming up for sale. The car has never been certified or inspected in its past, but it will be coming up for sale. So please, if you are interested in this car, check the description for the contact information for the individual that this car, for the owner of this car. There will not be a price listed. It will be a private sale. I will walk around this car to give you an idea of just exactly what it is that you are buying. The car will be put back together and totally put back to roadworthy, or a person, of course, can negotiate and buy the car just like it sits and put the hood back on the car. The gas tank needs to be put in the car, the interior, and just finish off. I would say the car, needs less than just a couple to 3 weeks of work to put the car right back to right on the street. So we'll go around the car and I'll show you some things about this particular car that should make you aware of that before you, of course, to see if you're a potential buyer or not. Some of you will like what you see, and of course some will not. That's just the world we live in, and that's the part of the marketplace. Not every car is for everyone. So this is a really cool champagne gold code 55 M22 car from the Atlanta, Georgia plant. So here we go. Really cool. This car is a really nice body on this car. The original body panels, the quarter panels still are in place. The original doors. It does have two new front AMD front fenders and an authentic Cal induction early version hood is in place with this car, although it was born as a non-Cal induction car, a standard SS domed hood. You can see the SS emblem, of course, is in the wrong spot. Somebody put it in the grill there. I don't even know if it's even fastened there, but of course that's in the wrong spot. Again, this car was a 331 rear axle car, so it will not have the heavy duty cooling. And the CRV rear axle is still with this car. So right off the bat, you can see the 837 alternator is here, dated 0A16, so that would be 0 for 70, A for January 16th day, and the 837, of course, is correct for the special high performance. Of course, some of the incorrect stuff, as you can see, both of the front clip, the inner fenders have been changed to new reproduction. The 4557 carburetor was original to the car, still remains, dated, if you can focus here, 9A 1969A for November, and 3 for third week. I think that is a 3. Yes, third week of November 1969. It does have a rebuilt, restored, I do believe it's a 9M10. I did not get the date, but it is an authentic distributor with this car. There is a picture of the distributor in some of the older photos. To walk around to this side of the car, the exhaust manifolds do appear to be correct. They have the provisions for the smog, and of course, we've been over this before, the flat place for the 70 and later exhaust manifolds. The high performance pulleys are not with this car, and it does not have the 064 fan at the moment. But with most every LS6 car that you find or purchase, they will all need some sort of part. They will all have every single part. Very, very few cars will be retaining all of the correct parts. So you see the front headlights, bezels need to be installed, and a few other things. I think 3 of the wheels are correct, dated to the car, February. I think we have 1 April. So only one wheel is incorrect. I have checked the firewall on this car because if it does not have cowl induction, it did not have an automatic transmission, and it did not have tach gauges, there will be no provision for any of that in the firewall. So there will be no provisions, and it does not. You can see the cowl induction relay has been added because the car did not come with cowl induction. So here we go. Let's go over the cowl tag like we normally do. And we've been over this before on the 1970 for the 70. This is an Atlanta, Georgia car, of course, 13637, two-door hardtop, A for Atlanta, and a 35396 is the body number, 755 for black vinyl bench, B80, B90, we've been over that. The window trim, 5555 for champagne gold, lower and upper, which is the way the car appears now. 03C, the third week of March, and the rest of these figures are data processing numbers that we have been over before. Please bear with me. We are in a place of business where this car is residing at the moment, and then it will be totally put back together at this location unless somebody purchases it from here. All of the glass in the car is dated to the car and correct, except for the windshield has been replaced. The entire interior is brand new, reproduction, along with the dash. And of course you can see we've got an incorrect 69 steering wheel that was ordered incorrectly. A person will have to get the correct 70 model camera vane, horn button, and emblem. And if you see it's got SS's in the door panels, it should have Malibu for an Atlanta, Georgia built 1970 Chevelle Z15 SS454 car. The rear glass is original, and if I can focus, I'll show you. This side is not as clear as the other side, but is dated the 10th week of 1970, which definitely falls in line with the third week of March car. We've got, of course, some incorrect items. The bumper bolts are incorrect, some things that could be changed and addressed, and of course the bumper pad needs to be installed, and it will be in the near future. Give you a good idea of how solid the car is. It's really a nice solid car as far as the condition of the car. Here we go on this side. You can see the 10th week in the 13637 two-door hardtop. Again, this car is now for sale. It is a 1970 Chevelle LS6 with a matching engine. The transmission is not original. I repeat, the M22 that is in this car is not the original transmission, but the CRV rear axle is also the born rear axle to this car, dated to the car. Give you a couple shots of the passenger side. Again, the interior is totally brand new, restored, and is reproduction. But again, there's nowhere a person can buy new Survivor or new GM interior. It's just not out there. So this is pretty much what you have to deal with when restoring a car. Go around the front one more time. Again, please bear with me. We are in a place of business. Now I'll give you a couple shots of the build sheet while we're at it. Okay, so you can see the March the 17th. There's the AT35396 that we just saw on the cow tag. The 143483 is the last of the VIN. The lower 55, upper 55, champagne gold. You see the M22, the 331, posi traction rear axle. Pretty much a standard LS6 4-speed 331 car. And a couple more, I'll show you some shots of the engine that's in the car was freshly rebuilt and is dynoed, and you see it made about 517 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, which is pretty good. And we got some old photos here of when the car was found, which are pretty neat. Show you when it was pretty much a barn find. One of the neat pictures here is we got the single gas line, which is correct, where those 70 Chevelle enthusiasts understand that the Atlanta, Georgia assembly plant went all the way into March with the 727 fuel pump, and this car had the 727 fuel pump originally, which you can see on the build sheet. And one more cool photo, which is my lead-in photo for the video, is where the car was sitting when this person purchased it back in 2005 from the second owner. So, one more shot of the Atlanta, Georgia build sheet. One really cool tidbit on this car, which I don't think I have personally witnessed an Atlanta, Georgia build sheet being found under the carpet up by the gas pedal, but the photos, there are some photos present of this build sheet being found up near the gas pedal under the carpet on an Atlanta car, which is really, really odd and unique. So never say never. Most of the time they're either in the seats or, of course, always the door panels is 99% of where you'll find a build sheet on an Atlanta car. But this particular car, the build sheet was found, like I said, under the gas pedal. I'll try to give you a couple shots real quick of this engine stamp while we're at it. I doubt I can focus too good. Right there. Right, about like that. Well, in case you can't read it, the Tonawanda stamp is T0309 for March the 9th, CRV, and then the Atlanta, Georgia VIN sequence stamp is present. So one more time to be clear, this 70 Chevelle SS454 LS6 is currently for sale. Please check the description for the contact information of the individual who is selling this car. It will receive my endorsement, and it will be going into the National LS6 registry as well. Before we close, I want to show you this real quick. I want to show you the hood that is going with this car. An authentic early style hood, not a reproduction. And you can see the hood latch is incorrect. It should have, also should be black underneath. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video of this 1970 Chevelle LS6 that is now for sale. Please check the description for the information of the contact information of the seller. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you need assistance authenticating or you are interested in my endorsement on a 1970 Chevelle Super Sport, please contact me at pnichols26 at Yahoo or on Facebook at Patrick Lynn Nichols Muscle Car Barn Finds. Thanks very much. More videos on the way.